What's up, y'all? Tenesha Talks The Teas is back with another show briefing on a much anticipated and asked about brief. I'm going to do Ready to Love. Okay, so Ready to Love now is down to about 4 to 5 women and men. And they come in and, they sit down at the round table with the host and they are, talking about what happened the previous week, who liked who vibed with who, and who really wasn't feeling who on in the dating, mixer. So they in that at the round table with everybody, and they go off to prepare to, start this week's dating mixers. London and Divine start the show off. Now, London and Divine, they're having a great chemistry together. They are meeting at Divine's beautiful estate home, and baby is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It is eloquent. It's divine. They have a good flow, the conversations. And then Divine asks, how is he getting along with another one of the ladies, Alexis? She tells him he can only have one girl, one, eye on one girl in the mixer, and that's eyes for Divine. And that kind of threw London just a little bit. He, feels that she is giving him 1 minute. Ellie. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me check my background. Just 1 second. Why, Mama? Oh, Mama. I should have known you wasn't going to stay asleep long. Okay, 1 second. Let me fix this. Okay. So I'm going to have to move through this a little bit more quickly just so that, my little one doesn't interrupt the briefing on Ready to Love all that much. So anyway, she, basically tells him that, and then she gives him a birthday gift. He likes it, but he still has a soft spot for Alexis. So they move on to the next couple mixer, and that's going to be Jimmy and Alexis. Although, they have a date and Jimmy is answering all the questions asked, and they are already talking about, family moving forward. How would that look? 3 kids, everything like that. Alexa doesn't really feel Jimmy, like, where he's sitting with her responses to where he, would like to be moving forward in the future as far as a family, how many kids, what they would do, things like that. She doesn't think, Jimmy is necessarily feeling her out in the areas that she, would like the most attention to. So their day goes on. She doesn't think that Jimmy has, his shit all the way together for her needs, and that maybe they're just, not really ready to love. So moving right along, the next mixer couple on Ready to Love. 1 second, hold on. Let me do some maintenance here with my computer. 1 second. So back to now, we're moving right along to Mario and Rita. they have their one-on-one. They seem to be digging each other. The vibes are, Mario has already brought her to his family and told his family about, I think it's Riva. I think this lady's name is Riva. I wrote down Rita, but I may be off. I think it's Riva. So with Riva, and just express how he's vibing and feeling Rita, on the Ready to Love show. And he thinks that maybe she might be the one that he could walk off with. So Rita knows there is chemistry between them, but she thinks that he also has a chemistry with another lady, Dondi. Now, remember, Dondi was on another show with Genuine. Have y'all peeped that yet? Genuine and Dondi on another show were, kind of hooking up and vibing. And then we, I looked up and now I see Dondi on Ready to Love. So I was wondering what happened between her and Genuine. How far did that pony ride out? But anywho, so, that he had Mario, Riva, suspects that Mario also has eyes for Dondi. So that makes Riva, it makes her clearly cautious, and for good reason. So she keeps her affections on hold with Mario. She holds back, refraining from showing any type of affection, kissing or hugging or anything. So then moving right along to the next date was Carrie and Kimmel. And I think I'm saying it might be Kimmel, her. I may have her name a little wrong too, but I'll get it together, baby. Get me together. So anyway, Kimmel and Carrie are having a brunch at her house, and they are talking about connecting on a deeper level. And then Carrie wants to know if she is vibing with anybody else as strong as him. And then Kimmel, thought the way that he was being was a little safe, like kind of safeguarding his feelings and, maybe not revealing too much or letting too much out, during their mixer date. So then moving right along in the next, because, this is a big mixer. About at first started off with I think like 10 or 15 ladies and men. So we're down to like 4 or 5. Alex and Brent met at the spa for a one-on-one of kind of mystery and calmness, but it kind of didn't end up that way. They both agreed that the other players are only pieces though on their chessboard. They just need to be moved around, the pawns and the rooks and stuff need to be moved around and back so that the queens and kings could take their proper place at the front of the chessboard. But Alexis needs more action, and she thinks that, Brent is more secluded. And, Brent is like, I'm not rushing into love or anything. And Alexis just ain't feeling that with Brent. She wants him to, be more forthcoming and with what he wants and where he wants to see this thing go with his, person at the end, lady at the end. So then we move right on next to Ashima and Darren. Ashima and Darren, they met at the bowling alley with Carrie and Alexis. Now for Alexis, she feels like Carrie is more her speed. And then Darren and Ashima, they're definitely all cozied up, on the bowling alley seats and stuff, enjoying their company. And they like the idea of each other and think that this could be their chance together at love. Then Jimmy and Kimmel meet back up after Kimmel feels Jimmy may have blew his chance with her. So Jimmy wants to, keep his options open. And so he apologizes. But Kimmy, she's just not feeling the way he approaches it. And the way he does it, she feels it's weak and it's not genuine. And he sees this and he takes a reaction to it like, if my apology's not, up to your standard, then, oh, well, you could kick rocks with it because, at least a nigga did apologize and, see where he was wrong at and try to bring it to you forthcoming. But she takes it like a soldier because she feels like it wasn't, up to her quality of feeling, his sorry or whatever. So she gets up and walks away. And as she does so, she lets him know that this is the ass that you won't be seeing and you will be missing. So hold on one more second. Okay, now back to Dondi and Mario. They have a romantic date by an outdoor restaurant fireplace, and it's going great between them. They are showing each other, they are both willing to make sacrifices for their love and seal their date with a passionate kiss. And Dondi was, she was greatly pleased with the way that her and her date went with Mario. So they think that, between them, the chemistry is great. It's a great vibe, and it could potentially end them with the show with them being ready to love. Now, all the ladies at this time, after all of the mixing and dating and mixing and mingling around with everybody, they meet back up to discuss the show. Their dates went, good overall. So they agree. Jimmy is lost on where he needs to love himself first. Mario hasn't crossed over to a side yet. It's on the fence with Dondi and Reva. And Reva is up for the challenge, seeing as Dondi got the luscious from Mario. Darren, all the women like Darren and find him, very personable. Carrie is a lot. The women do like him, but they find him a little serious and just thinks he needs to chill out. Thinks he needs to just be fine with himself and just open up a little bit more. Brent, they call him the pretty boy salt and pepper. Although, the ladies don't think that he's aggressive enough and keep them guessing on how he feels. But, they like him, but they think that he's just a little bit too reserved. London, very romantic dater with two of the ladies. They're up for it as to, where they both hope to wind up at the end with London. So then it was time for all the ladies to decide, who should go and who should stay. And they ultimately did pick Jimmy. And Jimmy feels like, it was because of his beef that he did have with Kimber, not Kimmel. Excuse me. First started off saying Kimmel. It's Kimber. So they were like, Jimmy kind of had a feud going with Kimber about some things that, weren't sitting right with her about his response to how she revealed herself and some of the things that had gone on with her in past relationships. She didn't like the way Jimmy took it. And so they ended up, ending the show with saying goodbye to Jimmy, and all the rest of the guys remain. So I think they're down to 5 guys, 5 girls. So how do y'all feel? What's up with y'all's teas on Ready to Love? And who do you think is going to be the last 2? I think they select 2 or 4. It's either 2 or 4 couples will be remaining at the end on Ready to Love. So, that was my briefing on Ready to Love, and just where everybody was kind of, mixing and mingling and feeling each other and seeing who, could potentially be where with who at the end. I hope y'all liked my briefing. I want, everybody to continue to give me their feedback, comments, everything for the up and coming next episode. See y'all then. This has been Tenesha Talks The Teas. Bye.